And welcome back, guys, to the Spacey Trappers Review channel, where we try to review a little bit of everything. Now, this is going to be the second installment of Let's Talk About Cars. Today's video, we are going to talk about the refreshed 2019 Nissan Maxima. And boy, oh boy, am I excited about this one too. The Nissan Maxima was and is my favorite car of all time. Now, no, it's not my favorite because of the CVT, and I know what you're gonna say, Jat code this, Jat code that, CVT this, CVT that, Renault this, Renault that. Yes, it's Renault, not Renault. Renault. Anyways, I'm here and I'm talking about the 2019 Nissan Maxima. To be honest with you, I think it's the best looking it's the best looking the Maxima has ever been. Now, granted, I'm more lenient and biased towards the 5th gen, or the 5.5 gen, like people like to call it. My very first car was the 02 Nissan Maxima GLE. It was fully loaded. It had the heated seats, the courtesy seat where you put the key in and the seat will move up for you. Not memory seating. This seat will actually move up for you without the memory seating once you insert the key in. Had heated steering wheel, 260 horsepower. It was nice and tan. I don't know why. I like the tan color, but yeah. It was a great car. And now looking at the 2019 Maxima, just looking at this Maxima, the beautiful red, the nice full reflector LEDs. I believe this is all standard now, even all the way to the base model S. You get full reflector LED low and high beams. You have the LED daytime running lights and the boomerang lights. You have the V-Motion grille. But anyways, let's get into what is the same, really, on this version of the Nissan Maxima. Now, this is a mid-cycle refresh. The Nissan Maxima was unveiled 2015 for the 2016 year, so coming up to 2019 for the 2020 year, this is a mid-cycle refresh. Now, granted, Nissan took forever to upgrade from the 7th to the 8th gen, which this is what this Maxima is. It's the 8.5 gen, if you want to call it that. And they took quite a while to go from 7th to 8th, and I'm not too sure if they're gonna go from 8 to 9 pretty quickly too. They might take their sweet time when they're doing this, and quite honestly, that kind of sucks, especially if you're calling this your flagship car. It makes no sense, but it is Nissan. Anyways, what's the same? The same is the VQ35DE motor that's underneath the hood here, producing 300 beautiful ponies and 261 foot-pounds of torque. The only V6 that, if you take off the exhaust, sounds like a V8. You can fight me all you want, I don't care. That's what I believe. The V6, the VQ35, 60% refresh parts on the inside of this since they dropped the 8th gen. And it's fast, man. I went in a rental Maxima, base model S. I'm glad it came with the navigation and a backup camera and all that. That's kind of nice that Nissan included that. But anyways, that's besides the point. It was fast. I mean, yeah, CVT. Forget the CVT for a second. That car is just, wow. Wow, that's fast. My 02 Maxima was pretty fast, and that was only 260 horsepower. This, I don't even know how they did that, but oh well. If they added all-wheel drive, like they were supposed to, but they can't because of Infinity. But so be it. Whatever. I'm still sad about that. But anyways, what's the same also? Front-wheel drive only. Like I said, all-wheel drive, they can't add it because of Infinity. I don't understand why. As far as the Q50 and Q60 is concerned, no. You can keep the Q60, but take out the Q50. It's no longer needed, to be quite honest with you. And I'll tell you why, because they still have the old-style Nissan infotainment system that Infinity had with the dual-screen nonsense. A small, little, ugly-looking thing in the front there for the for where your speedometer is and all that stuff. It's still old and wanky and whatnot, and things just look old with that car, to be quite honest with you. It doesn't look like, even though they updated and refreshed it and gave it some new rims and whatnot, it doesn't look aesthetically nice anymore, to be quite honest with you. The Maxima takes the key for that, because I guarantee you, if they gave the Maxima all-wheel drive, they gave it the same power that the G37s had, which is what the Q50 replaced, the G37s. You didn't think I know that, did you? G37s had 330 horsepower, and if they gave the Maxima 330 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and for the life of me, if they still keep the CVT, I'd still buy it over an Infinity, over a Q50 any day. The Q60 is on a league of its own, but the Q50, I'd definitely replace that with a Maxima any day. The value is there. You still get all the heated and cooled seats. You still get the panel sunroof. You still get the rear visor and stuff like that. You still get over 300 horsepower. I think that is one hell of a car. compared to the Q50. But anyways, that's the same. Front wheel drive is the same. The CVT is still the same. And quite honestly, Quite honestly, I wish if it was possible for them to not put a CVT inside, maybe actually put like a detuned D version of the, you know, 7-speed that's in the GTR. That makes a lot more sense to me. I mean, at least it's not going to produce GTR shifts, you know, if you know what I'm saying, but at least, you know, the paddle shifters on the SR would do something, you know? It would shift between first, second, third, fourth. You'd have a better response time, I'm guessing, or track time and whatnot in terms of this, because I think the CVT, after a certain time, if you're on the track with a CVT, well, I don't even know who takes a CVT on the track, to be quite honest with you, but so be it. People do it. The CVT I don't think is going to last too long on a track, but that's what that is. What's another thing that irks me again is that Nissan is calling this their flagship vehicle. And I'm going to go on a rant here at Nissan. I love Nissan, but Nissan, what are you doing with this car? Look at it. It's beautiful. The brake lights, all LED. And even though it's a quad tip exhaust, not a quad outlet exhaust, it still looks good. It's aesthetically pleasing. The inside with this Platinum Reserve model that I'm showing you guys is just beautiful. I love the orange. I love the fact that it has the rear fold-up shade. I love the heated and cool seats, the backup camera, the 360 camera, the whole nine. I love everything about this car, except you call it a flagship when your real flagship is the Nissan Altima. You gave the Altima everything. The all-wheel drive. You gave it the good trunk space. You gave it the same, you know, legroom space and whatnot that the Maxima has. I mean, the Maxima is like a mini large size sedan at 193 inches. Or well, 192 and a half. So, boo, big whoop. You know? I mean, I don't know what Nissan is doing. Ever since they had this partnership with Renault, it's brought them down to a new low. It's kind of like how Acura was within the beginning stages of the 2000s when they started losing their not beginning stages, like the mid stages of the 2000s when they started losing their touch after the 08 TL Type S, and they started making that Falcon nose and stuff, the Falcon nose grill and all the and now they're starting to come back. I think Nissan is in that like transition period where they need to understand who they are, what they're doing, and cut all ties with Renault. But anyways, let's go on the inside. Let me talk about the inside a bit, and let's see what you think. So I'm inside the 2019 Nissan Maxima Platinum Reserve, I want to say, because the only reason I say Platinum Reserve is because in the rear seats, it has the heated rear seats on the outboard sides, but enough about that. Let's look over here. Now, Nissan's corporate D-shaped steering wheel is here. It looks great, especially in this nice brown-orange looking interior. I'm really, really loving this. Going over to the infotainment system, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is standard on all Nissan Maximas, and you get this 8-inch touchscreen with all your Nissan little doohickeys on the base S going up. So Nissan does give you a good amount of things to worry about. So if we hit the camera button here, obviously we can see the 360 camera is here, as well as the rear backup camera. Not the best quality, but it works for what it does, and I'm okay with it in my perspective. Get that back. Oh, one more thing to mention about the camera. If you hit it, you get a right side there. So if you're parking, let's say, near a curb or whatnot, this right side down here is able to actually help you and guide you near, so you don't put curb rash on your rims, really. Nissan's shifter right here. Now, obviously, there's a CVT in this. I don't need to reiterate. The CVT is not good. But at the very beginning of the life cycle of the car, it's actually pretty damn great, and it's still pretty damn fast. So, other than that, you got your heated vents, all soft touch up here. This Platinum model has an electric tilt and telescopic steering wheel, which is very nice. The rear sunshade, if you can just, so there's a rear shade back there for all Platinum Maximas coming and going.
And two sunroofs.
And this is the panel sunroof up here. Hopefully you can see it somewhat. Other than that, I mean, the Nissan Maxima is just something of utter amazement. Now down here, if you see, you got heated and cool seats, your touch knob and controller to control the infotainment system. That way your sport mode, traction control here, map, home, back button to all interact with the touchscreen so you don't interact with it while you're driving. It's all here. I love the position of this glove box, well, not glove box, the center console. It's somewhat deep. I wish it was a little bit deeper, but oh well, can't have everything. Coming this side, I just want you guys to take a good clean look at the gauges. It is awesome. I love these gauges, and to be honest, I really wish I could buy this car right now, but oh well. There, so like I said, Nissan's D-shaped steering wheel looks beautiful. All your little assistive text, your heated steering wheel. Here is the rear sunshade button for the back of the rear sunshade. Dual automatic up down for the front and for the front passenger and driver side only. Locks, everything. Oh, and memory seating. Overall, the interior is beautiful. It is nice. It's great. All the more reason why I feel the Q50 is not needed anymore, and they should just give this all-wheel drive. They should just give it a proper transmission, and they should just give this more power. If this is a flagship sedan, then give it flagship sedan specs. It's just that simple. Look what Toyota did with the Avalon. They made a TRD version of it. And now it's got not race suspension, but it's got racing tune suspension. It's got better wheels, it's lowered a little bit for better center of gravity and the whole nine. They're doing something with their flagship sedan. Why can't you, Nissan? Why can't you? I really find it hard to believe that you can't give the Maxima all-wheel drive, but you gave the Ultima all-wheel drive. And then you can't even give the VC turbo of the Ultima all-wheel drive. Oh, we gotta wait for the demand to have it. There's no point in waiting for the demand. The demand is already there. The demand is there. I know why you didn't include it in the VC turbo. I know exactly why you didn't include it. You're scared of your Infinity sales. You're terrified of your Infinity sales. Because the VC turbo was something that was supposed to go to Infinity first. It didn't. Came down to the Ultima. They perfected it, brought it down, and they put it in the Ultima, and it's damn good. But here's the problem. Again, there's no all-wheel drive on that. There's only all-wheel drive on what you can get is, I believe, the Maximum, the Platinum model of the Ultima, which is 188 horsepower. Now that might be a little bit quick for some people, but still. I mean, come on. I know exactly why you're not doing the things you're doing. You're scared of Infinity. Renault is pulling a big chunk of the strings, and you just lost touch with driving. You have a big touch in aesthetically pleasing stuff, but you definitely lost your touch with driving. For sure. For sure, for sure. The only thing you have that's going for you right now is the GTR. And as far as I'm concerned, even that with its transmission, with that kind of transmission, it's not even a DCT, it's a regular 7-speed. Even that with that type of transmission is starting to get old. And, starting to kick the bucket, I guess, until you get the R36 out. Rear seat space. Rear seating is feeling good. Leather is, again, soft, nice, supple, feeling right. The Platinum Reserve offers rear heated seats, outboard seats, so the one next to each window, not the middle seat. Rear outboard seats have heated seating, but it's only on the Platinum Reserve. That's sad. It should already be on the SR and up, to be quite honest with you. I don't see why this should be a Platinum Reserve exclusive. I don't even see why there should be a Platinum Reserve. Just have a Platinum. Call it a day. That's it. Done. But whatever, Nissan. You let Renault pull the strings, right? We're not thinking anymore. So, rear seat. If you're 6 feet or taller, don't expect to fit here very comfortably, especially with the sloping roof. But if you're about 5'8" or lower, my height is about 5'5", you'll be perfectly fine. You won't have no issues at all. Okay, you'll be fine. It's good seating. You have heated seats in the back. They give you one Type-C port, which is a beautiful bonus. But don't expect to charge your MacBook off of it. That's not what that's for. You have one Type-C port and then one Type-A port for anybody else who wants to charge as well. And that's about it in terms of the rear seat. Yeah. So my final thoughts on the Nissan Maxima. I love it, but I really find that Nissan has lost their touch in terms of driving. I find that they need to bring stuff back up, especially with the Maxima. No, Nissan, let me have a one-on-one with you here, Nissan. If you ever watch this video, if you're looking, I love Nissan as a company. I love everything you do. I love the GTRs, all the old Z cars. I even love my O2 Maxima still. I don't know what direction you think you're heading in, but it's the wrong one. It is the absolute wrong one. You're doing everything right aesthetically. It looks aesthetically pleasing, but it does not drive aesthetically pleasing. People want the step change transmission. Or if you're going to do a CVT, at least do the CVT that Toyota's doing, where you have a real first physical gear, and then it shifts into the CVT. Give people that launch. Give people that fun factor that they want. This is what Mazda's been doing for years, and look at them. Look at where they've gone. They're there. you know? I mean, if you're gonna make a CVT, make it good at least. I know the one in the Maxima is pretty damn great, but I mean, it's still a CVT. Honda came out with a 10-speed, their own 10-speed. Figure something out like that. Do some type of innovation. Get back to the roots. You talk about innovation that excites. You're just exciting. You're not innovating. There's no innovation here when it comes to the powertrain of these vehicles nowadays. There's no innovation. You still have a 5-speed, for Christ's sakes, in the Versa. What? 5? Where's the 6th gear? Even if the 6th gear is the overdrive gear, just put it in. It's easy. It's simple. They put 6 gears in a hatchback. They could put 6 gears in a subcompact sedan. Come on. Don't play with me, Nissan. Don't play with me. I love the company, but I don't know who's pulling the strings, because whoever it is, they're not doing a good job. And I really, really think that Nissan needs... I think you need to buck up. Now, coming back to everybody again. Overall verdict, I love it. I love the Nissan Maxima. But a lot can be done to change it. A lot can be done to change it. And I want change, Nissan. I really want change. Let's figure something out. I'm an engineer. I graduated with an engineering degree. Let's figure something out. Please, God, let's figure something out. Other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know this video probably went on a little bit longer than I expected, but this is kind of like my rant to Nissan, saying that I need you to fix things now, please. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share the video. You never know, maybe somebody wants to get in on this discussion. Maybe somebody wants to get in on this thing. And that's what these Let's Talk About Car videos is about. Let's talk about cars, you know? So, thank you for watching. Again, please share. If you want to see me review these cars personally, in person, get more views, get more angles of the specific vehicle, please subscribe and like the video. That is going to help me in order to at least start getting press badges into stuff like, let's say, the New York International Auto Show, or the LA Auto Show, or the Chicago Auto Show, or the Canada International Auto Show, or stuff like that. It's going to help me get into those things, and I'll be able to give you guys more in-depth, more average consumer thinking based reviews or overviews of these vehicles. And I want to do that. I've been wanting to do that for a very, very, very long time. A very long time. So please subscribe, like, let's get the channel up. Let me do you guys a solid and get these reviews in, so that, you know, it'll make your buying process, it'll make your waiting process, whatever it is that you're going for a new car, easier. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm not too sure which one it's going to be yet. I'll just leave it a surprise for now, but I'll see you in the next Let's Talk About Cars video next time. I'll catch y'all in the next one.